Right, I don't know what happened there. Well, I do. I thought I pushed pause, I didn't. Never mind. Right, so here we go. I don't know where you can see, but start off here. I've cleaned this up as much as I can. I've cut this off like I said I was going to. So to the first bolt was here, cut across. I've left that one retaining bolt so that ain't going nowhere. I've come back, I've knocked this back clear. I've left it there at the moment because when I do the rear, when I do the slide rock sliders coming through here, I'm not sure if I'm coming up to there or coming out a tad and then dropping a pipe up through there or whatever. So, but in the meantime, you can see where I've kept the welds I've cut, I've smacked it back right up in there, as you can see. I've also, it's not 100% perfect, but it's where I wanted it, so that's okay. And then I can have my tube coming off the rock slider from down here and coming all the way around along here, sorry, and then dropping down, and then that will be my, effectively I can build my mud guard off of that. And also, as I've done this, I've done it so I filed it so it's nice and friendly, so I'm not going to slice your wrists on it, so that's good. So that's what you want. What I'm going to do now with this, rather than just leave it and it gets water behind it and rots, I'm going to cover this up. So I'm going to get some P38, mix it up with some P40. The reason I'm doing that is because P40's water well, it's boat resin P40, so I'm going to mix the P40 up with the P38. The P38 makes it easier to use, so if you mix the two up, it's a bit of a trick of the trade. And I shall sponge that in there, and that will seal it up, so if the tyre does bang and catch, it's going to catch on fiberglass, not rusty old bits of sharp metal that are going to rot. And it'll also stop water from getting up and behind and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm there going to do. So watch this space. Right, all done. So here we are. Well, you can see, cover around there, bit of glass, stop the water ingress getting in there. There's a little bit of folds around there, so fiberglass in there. This line here is where the metal was sticking out, if you remember, which would just cut into my lovely old tyres, and I don't want that. So that's all now cut back, all fiberglassed. Nice and neat, and put a bit of paint up there, because why not? If they get any fiberglass on the tyres when they go on, then they won't be cutting, they'll be glass initially, and I know I've got clearance issues without damaging the tyre. And the water bottle that sits up just in there, I'll just put a little bit of black on there as well, just to hide it away from, because it just about sits there, so that's fine. So there we are. That's where we're at the moment. So all looking good. And like I say, nice and idiot-proof, safe. So I'm happy with that. So let's have a look. Stick the wheel on. Yeah, just forgot to say, I bought some struts and they work. Anyway, getting back to this. Yeah, she's gonna look pretty damn mean. Obviously can't put them on yet because I haven't got a lift on the vehicle. Well, not the lift I want. It's going to go up 4.5 inches, but and then they'll be able to ride perfectly. And you'll see better to do that on that front. If you look at this front, where's my finger? Front end cap or bumper end cap, whatever you want to call it. This thing here. The idea of me coming down along those lines is to keep the, whilst I'm still using the vehicle, I thought it just to get rid of these end caps. What people do just looks horrible and ugly, just unfinished. I know it's unfinished, but at the same token, it just looks better, I feel, with them cut. I don't know what you think. If you think that looks better like that, nice and cut, then yeah, leave a little comment below. If you think that looks okay, what's going on so far? I think that looks pretty good. Bam, awesome, if I do say so myself. You can see now where I'm coming with the tyres sticking out. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, boy. So, going back to here, which is what I said, from here, that's coming off next week. Cut and fold this bit. Once the gas pipe's been removed, it's been moved next Friday, then I can cut this off. Then I can continue on this bumper up to here. Then I can get my new learned friend to weld me on some steel tubing to come over here, which will be sticking out of here. That will then drop down onto the rock sliders, excuse me, which is going to come out to here. So that will come down and meet there. The rock sliders come out and protect the doors, so it won't come out a couple of inches. Whether I drop the pipe in from here and come up out through here and go up to the roof and do, I don't know, because some people they drop them down through here. I don't know yet, but that will come. Let me know what you think. But for intents and purposes, let's see, it's done for now. So yeah, so rock sliders will come up, be chopped off around here somewhere, and then the other pipe will come up, start from the bottom, come up, follow it round, all round down here, and when I get the new front bumper, which is going to be ordered next week as well, that will go on, and then the pipe can come down here onto the front bumper. That's where we are with that. Yeah, and then what I can do to get away from that overhang, if I want to, from the welded tube that's going to go around here, I can then put some go me fly. I can then put on the metal tube that's going to go around, I could then put some flat steel on there, and then come off and come down here and just come out and go like that, if I wish. And then if I do that, that will then cover most of that tyre up, and I'll be good as road legal. So that's where she is. So that's the fenders cut this side. So yeah, tomorrow I'll do the other side. So oh yeah, just quickly once I'm here, I didn't show you on 5. I've done the same here. I've been using the car since, so it's got dirty. But you can see where I've cut it all. You can see where I've cut it all, and I've glassed it all up here. So again, that's idiot proof if someone's coming along with their hands on, and it's all waterproof and no water's going to get in there as well. So it's not going to rust. What's rust? So it's not going to rust. So yeah, all in all, good job I believe. So till episode 7, see you later. Like what you see, comment, hit the like button and subscribe. Cheers, bye.